Alright guys, so by now I'm sure a lot of you are aware that in the most recent issue of V Jump there was actually a mistake here where they meant to put Super Saiyan Gogeta in V Jump, who has a transformation mechanic, into Blue Gogeta in V Jump, but for whatever reason that was not correctly indicated in this month's issue of V Jump. So in response to that, I did see a lot of people in the community seem to be very upset about the fact that Gogeta is a transformation unit, right? Because these transformation units typically are kind of like, they're solid units, but there's nothing special about them before transforming. And then a lot of them become very, very good after their actual transformation takes place. You know, and especially such as like LR Vegito, who after his, transformation is pretty much the best unit in the game, like just in terms of his strength, his defense, all of that. So I wanted to do this type of video where I would sort of kind of see how everyone is feeling about this and kind of give my thoughts on it. Now, this is actually the third time I've wanted to do this. The first time I wanted to do this asking people what they thought the final Prime battle would be. That's probably still a video I'm going to do at some point. Just been very busy lately. Then I was going to do this type of video last night, actually, about Global's Christmas celebration, because a lot of people do appear to be very upset about that. I don't want to... Okay, just brief thoughts on that. I don't really think it's too big of a deal, because I think the intended monster celebration for both versions is going to be that movie celebration anyway, which I don't think is very far off for Global. So even if Christmas might be a little bit lackluster, I don't think it's too big of a deal, because Global is then going to move into the godly movie stuff. Now, getting back to this, so what we're going to do is we're going to go through, see what a lot of people are saying, I'll give my thoughts on it. I'll try to get to as many as I can, but this intro is already going on really long, and we got like a lot of tweets to go through. Personally, I want to wait and see what happens with the Gogeta, because I think if they make his transformation very easy to do, based on how easily Gogeta transformed in the movie, it could be very easy for him to get his transformation. So, shout out to the homie Living Each, go here right at the top. Not a fan of the transformation mechanics, so hearing that this new Gogeta has it is a buzzkill. I bet they did this to eventually release him as a future LR. I definitely agree with that. Just like how they probably will do with LR Mastered UI and an LR Limit Broken Jiren. Yeah, I agree completely with what Ichigo is saying here. At some point in the future, we'll definitely see like an LR Blue Gogeta, UI Goku, Evolution Blue Vegeta, maybe even like transformed Android 21, like some separate card for some of those characters. We still don't understand why in V Jump, by the way, there were two different Blue Gogeta arts shown. So maybe like LR Blue Gogeta is not as far away as we think. So here's the homie Speedy, 6 out of 10. Yeah, that's the Slut Muffin meme right there. Would have preferred the first card of him to be just Super Saiyan Blue instead of him starting at Super Saiyan and transforming. Yeah, I do kind of like the idea of some of these cards, like, getting an actual proper TUR first, before they would actually, have, like, a transformation sort of gimmick. Although they have done this several times now, 21, Evolution Blue Vegeta, UI Goku, where, the first time that character is introduced into the game, it is as a transformation mechanic. Okay, so now we have, the homie Mike, it's just Sly right here. As long as his name isn't Super Gogeta, which is definitely not going to be, by the way, they're calling him Super Saiyan Gogeta, and even if they were going to do it, they could go back and change the old Super Gogeta's name, or however they want to do it. Remember that the OG, the Dragon Ball Z Super Saiyan Gogeta, he is actually a angel. He's an angel character. He was dead. So they definitely will not have the same names. You will be able to use this AGL Super Saiyan Gogeta on the same team as like Int Gogeta or STR Gogeta. Obviously, we're all excited for the possibility of an STR Gogeta EZA at this point. And his transformation mechanic is reasonable like UI, right? He doesn't have an issue with it. People want a Blue Gogeta outright, which is understandable. Transformations outside of UI aren't as consistent and harder to pull off. I agree. I think the biggest problem is that in many events, you will blow through them. Like, even free-to-play players, like, can tear through events with these transformation characters and not see them ever transform. Especially like Int Goku Black. One reason people have problems with Int Goku Black is because you can never get a transformation to happen. So the homie comment here, I hate that we could have had our first base form Gogeta, but I suppose I'll take Super Saiyan over base. because most of the time base would lack the Super Saiyan Link, assuming conditions to transform are astronomically hard. Yeah, that is true. The Super Saiyan Link is, maybe... It could be considered the best link in the game because of how common it is, and it is a 10% attack link, so of course that's very, very helpful to have. So yeah, I see what Common's saying. I do think we will for sure get a base form Gogeta. I don't know in what manner, but I think they could maybe make a base form Gogeta who would give like 40% attack and defense to like fusion category allies, right? Like you guys know how good the Champa Dokkan Awaken is. They can make base form Gogeta like that. I think that would be really cool to do. What do we got here? I feel like they would make a free-to-play card for base form. They could. That is another thing they could do. So here's the homie Ignorant here. Hate it because most of the transforming units aren't all that great due to the restrictions. The ones that actually have reasonable restrictions usually get worse when they transform. Maybe they'll get it right with Gogeta, or he'll be very disappointing. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, it's hard to tell, right? Because they could either make his restriction really hard to get, like LR Super Vegeta and Super Gogeta, or they can make it very easy to get, like, Evolution Blue Vegeta or UI Goku. If the transformation happens frequently, then you can account for the card transforming. I know for sure once he transforms, he's going to be busted, but we'll have to see how good he is at Super Saiyan as well. I also wanted a base Super Saiyan and Blue separate so we could run a full Gogeta team. We definitely will be able to at some point. Here's the homie Marco here. We probably could get a Blue Gogeta Farm Bowl, at least that. Well, yeah, because we did see the multiple different arts in the V Jump scan. So that's still not even really very... Like, we don't know the info behind that, right? So here's Nagato Blazing, another YouTuber. If he has the same name as the SCR in Super Gogeta, it'll be a big oof for me. If not, I'm good. Yeah, 100%. Listen, I could pound my fist on the table and say 100% they'll have a different name, so I'm not concerned about that. So here's the homie Cookie here. Not happy. Akatsuki/Bandai clearly don't know how to make transformation units 90% of the time. Yes, okay, I agree with this. They definitely struggle with balancing them, right? Like, making the transformations either ridiculous to get or not, like they're not really too sure how to make these units very good before the transformation happens, but also make the transformation consistent, right? So that is something hopefully they can work on. This bad record gives me the bad idea that Gogeta will have an impossible transformation mechanic. Let's hope it's good, yes. Really, based upon what happens in the movie, I think they could make it after 3 turns, he transforms. Boom. How about that? That's cool. Like, I would really like something like that. Alright, so Dave, he says, my hype totally went down. Most of the time, these units never transform. I just want to have a powerful unit from the start. As we already have Super Saiyan Gogetas, I wanted the blue boy to lead the team. Yeah, I totally get that. Like with MUI or Evolution Blue Vegeta, I would have preferred the final form as a card. Like, no doubt about it. We will eventually get a blue Gogeta, but, even it would have been very exciting to see him, like, on the banner, right? And then ZBU Gaming says, as long as I get him, I don't give a damn. Okay, I respect it. I respect it. Alright, so let's see what D. Simmons says. I'd rather to have just a blue Gogeta for the first card of him than a transformation one. Of course, they will drop an LR sooner or later. Yeah, definitely. Same with Broly. Yep, for sure. But I don't know, another character that you'll need to force your fight to see, at least see Super Saiyan Gogeta and not Super Gogeta. Right, correct, because they'll definitely have different names. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, we're sitting here waiting with bated breath at this point to what that transformation condition is going to be. Alright, so Ernie B. I recognize Ernie B. He's frequently commenting on YouTube videos. I see him all the time on the Dokkan subreddit. Shout out to him. He said he'll be another AGL Goku, belongs to 5 categories, but his use varies depending on what form he has. So SSG Gogeta, well no, SSJ Gogeta will be great on Fusion and Movie Heroes, but Super Saiyan Blue might not be as good on Fusions, but great on Realm of Gods. My question is how good he will be on Movie Heroes overall. I mean, we'll have to see. I think chances are very high that he will be some type of Movie Hero category leader. I'm leaning towards maybe like Movie Hero, 150%, and then Fusion Dance, 150%. Something like that, I think could be very realistic for this Gogeta. One thing I'll say, I do think Gogeta will fit amazingly on all of these teams, regardless of if he's blue or just Super Saiyan. Because, he should have Overnight Flash, he should have Prepare for Battle. Just those two alone, boom, he's good to go. So then we have the homie, we'll go with Poke6 right here. Whack, most battles are over first phase. Yes, if you have a very strong team, which, Realm of Gods, Fusion, a lot of these categories Gogeta will be on, fights will be over very, very quick. That is true. Your boy here, I hate it because every transferable unit is underwhelming. Oh, transformable. Okay, until they transform, except for Gogeta and Vegito. Yeah, and even that is because they're LRs. That's one reason they're so good. Also, there is a chance that we won't be able to run him on the same team as the other Gogetas. No, definitely not. You will be able to run him for sure. I'm so upset about this, I might skip his banner altogether. No. All right. By the time, when the data download hits, our opinions probably will change. Even if his transformation's hard to get, it's still going to be incredibly exciting, right? It's like Hit. When global players first found out that Hit was coming, it was like, ooh, boy, Hit. I don't know, boy. But then the data download hit, and it's like, oh, I'm summoning. So that will happen with this Gogeta too, I'm sure. So Showman says, I think it's better, means we won't have to summon for multiple Gogetas in the future, and side note, the transformation animation will look fucking beautiful, yes, once we see it in action, trust me fam, I agree. Definitely the transformation animation, his super attack once he's transformed, all of that will be absolutely incredible. So we have Gernu here. I wanted a blue Gogeta, not a Super Saiyan Gogeta with a blue Gogeta 30% of the time. Yeah, that's definitely going to be the opinion of a lot of people here. So Hunter says, it's because transformations either happen too randomly or they take too much time to trigger. Yes, definitely the case. I'd rather have a non-transforming unit that stays the same through an entire battle than to maybe see them transform in the last round. I hope we get a non-transforming one at least. Yeah, because Blue Gogeta, especially in the movie, like, he is so dominant and so cool. Like, just having him on the team the whole time would have been amazing. Plus, I'm not sure, some of you might have missed it, but on that V Jump scan, Gogeta's sprite looked absolutely incredible. The blue aura, the Super Saiyan blue aura, looked absolutely amazing on him. So Malik here, he needs to be really good before he transforms, and needs to be an easy transformation to get. I'd be okay with Black's transformation, less turns though. Okay, so Black transforms, Goku Black. He has after 6 turns, as long as your health is above 80%, he transforms. I think that would work, but again, after 3 turns, if his health is above 80%, I think that would be good. 6 is way, way too much. In Goku Black, he would be so much better of a unit if they cut that 6 to 3. Like, it would help him out a lot. So here we got Unholy Confessions here. I was actually hoping you'd make a vid on this. My hype for him immediately went down. The fact that we gotta wait to get what we summoned for is ridiculous. Most of us have decent teams and only see a transformation like 40% of the time. It's whack. Yeah, I mean, we'll see, but it's very likely just going to be very difficult to get him to transform, especially, like, because we see some characters, right? Like, Evolution Blue Vegeta, it only takes, 4 turns? And, if you've got a double Evolution Blue Vegeta on the team, you do see it happen frequently. I think just as long as it's not too many turns and it's not HP under a certain threshold. I think HP above a certain threshold is not going to be too hard to get, like Android 21, but when you got to lose health, that's bad. Alright, so we got AB Casual here. I just want the damn Blue Gogeta, but they keep coming up with ways to cockblock me from getting my hands on the man himself. Yeah, they certainly are stretching it out, that's for damn sure. So we got Awesome here. I'm fine if he's a transforming card, because what if he's a dual category leader skill? I think it's very likely. Could be for Enhanced Transformation and Realm of Gods or Fusion. Now, this Gogeta will definitely be on the Enhanced Transformation category, by the way, because he is a transformation unit. The way they have it work is that if a unit, all of these mid-battle transforming characters, they do all end up on that Enhanced Transformation category team, except for LR, Vegito and Gogeta, but that's because they're fusions and not actually transformations. And then Turles, but Turles doesn't necessarily have a transformation, he just gets a power-up from the Fruit of Tree of Might, right? So it makes sense to me. he could be a leader for the enhanced transformation category. That actually would be, hold on, that would be very intriguing, actually, because that team just locked into Super Boo. It's, I mean, you know, you could run a nice build with Super Boo, but he is pretty underwhelming. Now, with this, we would maybe be able to build an enhanced transformation variant with, you know, heroes. So that would be definitely interesting to see. We got Hype Beast here, considering that Blue Gogeta is a pretty fucking hype card. Disappointing they didn't just give him the blue form. Yeah. Austin Smith, I prefer non-transformation units by a mile. I won't care as much as long as Gogeta and Broly in the likely case he transforms as well are absurd even before transforming. If they're only a bit better post-transformation as a trade-off, I'd be more than content. Yeah, I do like that idea. Usually the transforming cards are like significantly better once they're transformed, but some, like Blue Vegeta, I think Blue Vegeta is one of the better balances they've had with these transforming cards, where he's pretty much just as good before and after he transforms. It's just he's going to hit just a little bit harder and defend just a little bit better after he actually transforms, whereas a lot of the other cards have completely different mechanics, right? So here we have Mazzoli. Hate it, probably not going to transform into Dokkan events, maybe in Super Battle Road. If you put him on an optimal team like Ramaga's Fusion Dance, he probably will not transform. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what the condition is, because if it's something easy like Evolution Blue Vegeta, we could get that transformation even in something like Dokkan or Super Battle Road. So we got the Connoisseur here. TBH, I prefer if it was just a Blue Gogeta. Not all cards should be a transformation card. I agree. Sky Fury here says, they make it too hard to transform. We want Mastered UI, so just give us Mastered UI. We want Evolution Blue, so just give us Evolution Blue. Everyone is hyped for Blue Gogeta, so you give us a Super Saiyan Gogeta. I have LR Super Vegeta and Gogeta, and I can't remember the last time I've seen them transform. Yeah, it is very difficult, especially to get those LRs to transform. Even on Super Battle Road, it's very, very rare where you will see those transformations actually take place. So, I mean, you guys could see everyone pretty much just wanted to be able to pop Blue Gogeta right there on the team and just run with him rather than having a card that transforms into him. I think they probably would have done us a lot better if they had just given us Blue Gogeta outright, and then in the future, they could do a transforming Gogeta that's Super Saiyan into Blue Gogeta. There's no reason they couldn't have done that, right? I think leading off with just Blue Gogeta would have been a smarter idea. So we'll look at a couple more. We have gone through a good amount at this point. So Joe LaFleur here saying Hit is looking not so bad, but we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, Hit is actually surprisingly good. I think Hit is very good. Legendary Super Saiyan Vic here says Hype definitely went down a bit, but if his transformation's easy to trigger like Blue Vegeta, it'll be fine. If it's 4 or 6 turns BS, I'll be pissed. I don't think 4 would be so bad as long as there's no restriction on it. I think 3 would be ideal. I think maybe 3 turns when HP is 80% or above, that is a pretty good one, and that's one you would see consistently. So that's what I'm hoping for. So we have Super Banjo here. Feels like it's just another Super Saiyan Gogeta, which is a letdown, honestly. I mean, we'll see. His super attack animations will definitely be incredible, though. We got DB Boy. Gogeta can eat my ass if he has bad restrictions. TBH, I wish he was just Super Saiyan Blue. And then we got Swifts here. Transformation mechanics are cool, but 9 times out of 10, they don't even occur. The issue people have, as well as myself, doesn't necessarily stem from the units actually transforming, but the fact the criteria is either ridiculous or the events are too easy. Yes, I think if they made events a bit longer... See, I've said this several times. They need to make events longer. Like, Dokkan boss events need to be longer. Not necessarily harder, though. But, like, just more stages. Like, you know, they can't release any more of these, like, 3-stage fights where you just blow through in only a few turns. Like, you actually gotta, you know, these gotta be longer. I know, you know, obviously it might be annoying for people because they wanna, you know, quickly beat the event, 11 times, get the medals, and awaken the unit. But, like, give us a little bit of challenge, at least. You know, these characters are so strong. And, like, Dokkan events... Those are the one type of events that the battles actually go on like that. Because even in Super Battle Road, they go by very, very quickly. They aren't long fights, right? Alright, so we have Detective Flurry here. Says, as long as the transformation is fair with conditions. Yeah, I agree. And then Reinhardt, we're going to make this the last one right here. I'm kind of on the negative side, honestly. Of course, it won't be a terrible card by a long shot. but since most transforming cards are really good, they can't even transform all the way like Goku and Frieza. Yeah. So Goku and Frieza, it's very, very rare to where I feel like I get Super Saiyan Blue or Gold. Occasionally I'll get the God form or the final form, but those ones, I think it'll be easier for Blue Gogeta to get to the blue form than it will be for Goku and Frieza to get to their last forms. Since Alex's tweet is right here on the screen, we'll finish up with this one. They should have made him blue from the start, honestly, then make the LR base form, awaken the Super Saiyan, and then real LR be blue. Yeah. Here's the thing, though. They could release multiple Gogetas here. Because, again, we have seen several arts. We saw 2 different blue Gogeta arts, and there's only 1 blue Gogeta art coming. So, obviously they have something up their sleeve. That is a big, important thing people need to understand. We could get, like, that LR Gogeta or some sort of separate blue Gogeta card very soon. But V Jump this month was definitely a giant mystery. So there we go, guys. As you guys can see, most of the people that, at least responded to this tweet are very disappointed. This has been, the consistent reaction I've seen from a lot of people is disappointment. In a few days, we should get the data download, and we will see. Hopefully, Blue Gogeta has an easy transformation. That's about all we can hope for at this point. So thanks for watching, and I will catch y'all in the next one.